Welcome to donut class. In this class, we'll be learning how to make ring and pillow donuts with the fillings inside. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So these are pillow donuts with we call it Mickey donut, and it's yummy. So in this class, we'll be needing flour, sugar, butter, milk, water, yeast. You can add flavor, but flavor is optional. So here we have our flour, we add sugar to heat, then we add all the ingredients together: the flour, the sugar, the yeast, the milk, the egg, the butter. But the butter will be in half, like you add half portion of the butter at this stage. You will not add all the butter completely. I'm going to drop the recipe uh in the group. Yes, I'll drop the recipe for you in the group. So here the next thing we'll do is to fix in our dough hook and mix with the dough hook. We'll mix for like roughly 5 minutes, maximum of 5 minutes at most, depending on your mixer, because some mixer can be more can be slow, some can. So how many minutes your kneading takes depend on your mixer, because some mixer are more active, like very fast in kneading, while some takes more time. It depends. If it's an industrial mixer, a spiral mixer, the way in which they mix differ from each other. But with these, it takes between 5 to roughly 8 minutes to knead, because I use speed 4. That's the maximum speed I use for this mixer, because I don't want it to get spoiled on time. So it depends on what you want to use. So I use speed 4 in this mixer. So after I've kneaded for a while, I added the remaining butter. Once you see that it has come together completely and is forming neat, the surface is getting neat, you add the remaining margarine or butter, whichever one you use. You add the remaining part of it into the dough, and it will give you this smooth look after adding the butter. And you can stretch it out. Once it's elastic, you are good to go. Then you bring it out from your mixer and place on your work table. This is our work table. If you're going to get a very nice pillow donut, the nice thing to do is to use a scale to measure it. Then here I'm checking it if it's well kneaded. Like you can see when I cut through, there is no hole at the center. As I'm cutting, if there is a hole, like small holes at the center, that means it's not yet kneaded, it's not well kneaded. Then I have to knead it again. But now the center is well smooth when I cut with my scraper. So here I'm scaling it so that I can have same shape of pillow donuts. I don't know if you understand me, please. I'm cutting it here for me to get same shape of pillow donut. So I'll cut 80 grams. I'm cutting 80 grams. If at all it's going to be more than 80 grams, probably with 2, that's like 82 grams, because when I'm trying to make the ball shape, I cut some little pieces, some tiny pieces out of it. So most times I cut between 80 to 85. So when I cut off, it will still give me like 80 grams. So that is for the pillow donut. Here I'm scaling it one by one. This is what I do. Even if I'm doing 100 pieces, this way I'm going to do it. And here I'm trying to like make it very smooth. You can see the way I'm folding it in gently, so that when I cut the what's it called, when I cut the excess out, it will give me a very round surface, a very smooth and round surface. And I use my palm to pamper it. So check it out, so you can see how clean and smooth it is. Then for my pan, you can see the tray I'm using from afar. I sprinkle it with flour. There I use this there's a cover of this art paper that I usually use. I line it inside my tray, then I sprinkle it with flour. This is just for easy lift, for us to lift it easily. it's easier to lift that way while you want to fry. That's the essence of the paper. You can just cut baking sheet in that shape. Cut your baking sheet, place it inside the tray, and sprinkle some flour on it. Baking sheet is more easier in the sense that you can actually place it directly inside the oil, and after it has fried, you just remove, once it's frying, you just remove your baking sheet from the oil and you're good to go. But with this, you have to like flip it inside the oil, inside the oil directly. You see how we're going to flip it. So here, I think with these ones I've done, you can easily, easily make your pillow donut very nice and smooth. I've shown like 3 to 4 here, which I know you should be able to grab. So that's that about our pillow donuts. So here we're going to make ring donuts too. So I have 2 ways in which I used to actually arrive at my ring donuts. Like, you can roll your you roll your dough. After rolling the dough, there is donut cutter. You use your donut cutter to cut it out. But in a situation whereby you don't want to use your donut cutter, you can just use your pillow donuts to also achieve your ring donut. At the end of this video, you're going to see, or towards the end of the video, you're going to see how I achieve a ring donut from my pillow donut. Yes, I achieved a ring donut from my pillow donut. All this, I'm just trying to show you how you can easily make your pillow donut in a very smooth and lovely shape. So that is our ring donuts, and that's cut with our donut cutter. So after we've done all this, like getting all our dough ready, then you are going to leave it for like you can place it inside the oven. Please, I'm not saying oven that is ready to bake. We just need a warm environment for it. So most times I place it inside my oven, not a hot oven. No. Just place it inside my oven so that it can be in a warm environment for it to rise on time. And the maximum time to give is just like 1 hour, 55 to 1 hour, 45 minutes to 1 hour. So here I'm trying to check it if it has fully risen. By pressing my finger on it, that means it has, and it's popping back, it is fully risen. You can see the way I'm lifting it here and throwing it inside the thing, and you can see how tiny, how very little the fire under my fry pan is. So you have to reduce your light, you reduce the gas, you reduce it to a very 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 low thing, because you don't need your donuts to get burnt. For you to have a fresh and fluffy donut, you need a very small light underneath, like small fire underneath, so that it can give you a fresh look. But each side needs to fry for like 2 to 3 minutes for it to get done inside. For this pillow donut, it doesn't get done if the fire underneath is too much. If the fire in your gas cooker is just too much for it, it gets burnt, and at the same time it's not going to get done inside. So for you to achieve it to be done, you can see even the oil is just doing as if there's nothing inside. So please always reduce your gas so that it can give you a very fresh and fluffy donut. So check out our donuts. Isn't this beautiful? This is another way of getting your ring donut that I mentioned earlier. But if you are doing it this way, please, after you have created the hole, leave it for a while, let it rise back before frying. I didn't wait for that in this video, which did not make it come out lovely, like having a white line at the center. You will see the difference when it comes out from the oil. Please leave it for a while for it to have this fresh and lovely look. So these are milky donuts. We are mixing a cup of milk with a cup of condensed milk, a cup of powdered milk with a cup of condensed milk, and it's so yummy. You're going to pour it inside your piping bag, then you fill it into your donut. Another thing you can do, if you don't have a nozzle to fill it, you can just use a kebab stick or a dry rod to shook your donut, then use your piping bag directly inside. Just cut the tip of the piping bag small and you are good to go. Thanks for watching. God bless you.